All right, let's get this started. Today's workout is week 2 of my front lever journey, and it's going to be session number 1 of the 2 sessions that I do per week on front lever. During the warm-up today, I'm using a pair of Indian clubs. These are exercise equipments I recently discovered, and I absolutely love them. These are 1-pounders each club, and with different exercises, it allows for a full rotation of your shoulders, full rotation of your wrist joints, which makes it perfect for any sort of upper body exercise routine. And I will definitely be making a separate video on my beginner experience with Indian clubs with other weights as well. So jumping right into the main workout of the day, which is a front lever tuck hold. I believe that's called a tuck hold. It's one of the first progressions of the front lever. So the focus of this exercise is to keep your back parallel to the floor and keep your elbows as straight as possible. Any sort of bend in the elbows, as I notice here, will make the exercise a little bit easier and will make the front lever eventually a little bit easier too. As I get stronger, I will be moving on to other progressions, and basically that involves you moving the heel further and further away from your head. Increasing the load on the hip end definitely puts more strain on the back, your shoulders, and make the exercise harder and progresses you closer and closer to the full front lever. Moving towards the end of the set, I definitely do expect the hip end to drop a little bit, form to break down just a little, and I believe that's important for growth. You definitely don't want the 7th or 8th set to feel as fresh as the first and second set. And here we're moving on to the second exercise, which is pull-up. I always do some kind of pull-up in my sessions. For session 2, I use weighted pull-up as my main, but here I'm using body weight pull-ups as my volume builder. I do believe that the major muscle groups involved in doing a pull-up are the muscle groups needed for a front lever. So the 2 exercises definitely have a lot of crossover in terms of muscle usage. And again, I mix up my pull-ups. I do wide grip to start with, and then I will do second half of the sets with a close grip just to hit different muscle groups in the back. Wide grip tends to focus more on the lats, where I find close grip focuses more on your traps. Believe it or not, the traps go from your just underneath your neck all the way down to the middle of your back. So it's a very large piece of muscle. In this video, I do believe I missed out on putting the scapula roll as the third exercise, which I normally, again, always incorporate into my sessions. Scapula engagement, I think it's extremely important in maintaining good structure in a full front lever. Finishing up today's back workouts, I'm doing some lat pull downs for 15 reps for 4 sets. Again, building some volume, giving my muscle some more conditioning. The conditioning actually is definitely for the muscle, but also for the ligaments. I do find that muscles tend to gain strength a little bit faster, whereas ligaments, the soft tissue, it takes significantly longer. So when you're doing a high stress movement, such as the front lever, you do want to give your tendons or ligaments time to adapt to the added stress. And concluding the workout, always have some core as my finisher, and I'll be doing some good old sit-ups. And I just don't find people do sit-ups as often now, because now there's so many variations of ab workouts. Do your sit-ups, just do them. They're great. When you do them right, they're a phenomenal core and ab builder. The focus is that you don't want your back to slap down onto the mat. You want to keep the abs engaged at all times. So the cue that I use is, imagine there's a string between the belly button and the bottom of your rib cage, and you want to constantly keep that string taut. And that is how I engage my sit-ups and get the most out of them. Thanks again for watching, and give me a like and subscribe for future videos. I'll be posting my entire progress of front lever here, and hopefully in the future other movements too. And yeah, get a set of Indian clubs. They're great. Ciao.